Welcome, and thanks for stopping by the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing the Sunlu Saiyan, Sunlu's first foray into the resin 3D printer market. Known for their budget-friendly FDM printers, like the Sunlu T3, S8, and S9 Plus, Sunlu has decided to continue this trend with an affordable, entry-level resin printer. With years of experience under their belt producing a wide variety of printer resins, it seems like it was only a matter of time before they broke into the resin printer market. This printer sports a 6.6 monochrome 4K display with an HD resolution of 2560 by 4098, a matrix UV light source, and a build volume of 143mm by 89mm by 175mm. Starting off, we have a box of Sunlu accessories in the traditional green and white Sunlu coloring would simplify your creation on the box. Inside is everything you're going to need to get started with your brand new resin printer. Starting off inside the accessory box, we have resin filters. I personally use a handled sieve for straining my resin, but it's nice to see these in the box. Next, we have the LCD printer user guide. Nice little thing to get you started, set up leveling the bed. Next we have a small bag replacement screws for the vat, followed up by 5 or 6 pairs of latex rubber gloves. Next we have an 8 GB USB drive, transferring over all your STL files. And a metal scraper for scraping off all those hardened resin bits off of your build plate. A couple more things left in the box. We have a bag full of Allen wrenches, a rubber gasket for our vat, and finally, we have a spare FEP sheet. Never can have too many of these. While all these things are a great start if you're new to resin printers, I definitely suggest getting a few extra items before this arrives at your home. Things that are a must when resin printing. 1. At least 91% isopropyl alcohol. I usually have 1 or 2 bottles laying around. 2. Lots of paper towels. Resin printing is extremely messy. 3. A respirator. If you're not printing in a well-ventilated area, you're going to need a respirator. Resin fumes are extremely toxic. And finally, a plastic scraper. While the metal scraper is great for the build plate, you're going to want a plastic scraper to be able to get bits that are stuck on your FEP sheet when printing. Next, I'm pulling out the main acrylic shield for the 3D printer. It's all packaged inside this condensed white foam. It's all packaged pretty well and tight inside the box. Nothing's really jiggling around or doing anything like that. It's a pretty tight fit here. So I'm just going to yank this off. Set that down here. I'll put these few pieces of foam to the side. And now we have the power brick for the printer and the build plate. The bottom is silver and the top is kind of like this matte black. It's really slick. And finally in the box we have the printer itself. Now, this was a little bit heavier than I was expecting. Although the outside is plastic, everything else is made of metal, including that vat, which is what I was really worried about with these entry-level resin printers. Thankfully, Sunlu didn't cheap out on the vat. Here's everything that came in the box: the accessory box, the printer, the build plate, power brick, and the acrylic UV shield. The power button is located on the left-hand side right next to the power input and has such a satisfying clicking feeling when turning on. Printer lights right up after hitting the power button, right new in the Sunlu menu. Overall, I was really surprised by the quality of parts, especially for the price point, which is currently $250 on Amazon. The gray on the body of this printer really isn't done any justice from the camera. It's a nice, clean night gray. I'll leave a link for the Saiyan down in the description if you're interested. I plan on doing a follow-up video testing all the features and print quality and giving you a list of my pros and cons. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see from Sunlu in the future. Thanks for coming to my small world. Keep on printing.